Hello and welcome back to the Sometimes Daily Show. I'm Michael Palmer, and thanks to a report from The Gamer, I now get to tell you all about the terrible work environment that is Techland. The Gamer spoke with 10 current and former employees about their experience working for Techland and the CEO, Powell Machuca, or however that's pronounced, and the stories they had to share are disgusting. One source told The Gamer that it's a well-known joke at Techland that nothing is ever approved, including the name of the game. You can be told to redo some work you had approved for a month just because the CEO changed his mind after seeing something on the internet. One source describes the whole development process as chaotic and directionless. They went on to add that Techland's design process is, quote, a production pipeline that changes so quickly and rapidly that it might as well not exist, end quote. A different source described it by saying, quote, what is going on in Techland is just total chaos, not iteration. There are plenty of examples where there is someone responsible for a given feature, but the creative director and CEO just overwrite this because of some bullshit reason, like they've seen something working differently in other games, end quote. To me, this screams of an obnoxious arse who truly believes that despite having people far more talented than he under him, telling him how game development works, he still thinks every idea that pops out of his rectum must be Game of the Year material. A different source went on to shed some light on why Dying Light 2 has received so many delays. He explained that, quote, it is 100% true that there is nothing written in stone in Techland. Dying Light 2's story was rewritten like 6 times or so. It could have worked in Dying Light, but it makes production for Dying Light 2 a much bigger project, just impossible to move forward, end quote. Now fasten your seatbelts because I saved the best for last. When discussing how the CEO would constantly interrupt development, a source mentioned that while they were working on a character model, he came over and ordered it changed. The reason he gave was that the character looked too much like... how best to word it? The CEO used a Polish word that translates to an incredibly homophobic word that begins with F. In a separate design meeting where the team was discussing the modern Dark Ages, a core pillar of Dying Light, an unnamed member of the team felt comfortable enough to say, quote, at least they knew how to deal with women back then, end quote. Now, I'm unsure about you, but the systematic abuse and oppression women have faced isn't something I find funny. The report from The Gamer does contain responses from the CEO, but quite frankly, I'm not going to waste your time reading out some weaseling dickwad's desperate attempts to stop the world finding out he is a piece of shit, in my opinion. You can always go and read the report yourself, and I encourage you to do so. Good reporting deserves recognition. Now, before I leave you, I would just like to say that Dying Light 1 is an incredible game. It's one of the best zombie games out there, and we here at the show consider ourselves fans. However, if even one of the allegations made in this report are accurate, and I believe they are, then I won't be purchasing Dying Light 2. That's going to be it for today. If you liked the show, then consider hitting that like button. And if you want to catch more of our content, then click that subscribe button. And lastly, if you're feeling extra spicy, why not leave us a comment and let us know, what do you think of this report? Will you be buying Dying Light 2, or is this just too much? Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.